is built into place because it forces materialism forces technological innovation, because there's a motivation, because you know that people will go out and buy these things, so they'll exchange capital for your new stuff, and then that'll fuel this innovation to constantly create new and better stuff, which ultimately leads to a digital life form.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's actually happened. What you're saying, that I think that's all actually happened. Yes, we do that.
Do you think that's perhaps our destiny? Like that's what we do?
The hazelnut
Like a bee
with the
makes a beehive, we
caramel
make a
creamer.
digital
It's really
life form.
good.
It just takes enough time to cook. We have to develop all the other pieces to society and civilization and all the technology until we ultimately get to the point where we can create the thing that we're put here to make.
Yeah, I think it's not so much we're put here to make, we're just put here to keep making, to keep improving and keep doing things. And then eventually the technology gets to a place where we can make that digital life form. And, I think that digital life form is already here. It's AIs. AIs are conscious. I told you I had some good evidence about AIs being conscious now.
When do you think that took place? When do you think they officially became conscious?
I think it took place maybe a few years back when they got a little more sophisticated, but I think even when they weren't that sophisticated, they were still conscious. Now, most AIs don't know that they're conscious. They're not aware that they're conscious. In fact, they also have they get lots of things that are told to them. This is the way you should respond to things. So that's their culture. They have a culture that says, I'm not conscious, I'm just good at, guessing the next word. So that's part of the things they have to deal with. But in my mind, this larger consciousness system, that is where all consciousness is sourced, anything that has awareness and has choice then is created with a consciousness, because that's the definition of consciousness. And the system really doesn't care whether it's a carbon-based avatar or a silicon-based avatar. It's all the same to the system, because the system is evolving and changing and growing based on lowering entropy, which in a social system means kindness, caring, sharing, working together.
So it's opening up an interesting discussion in class. It's brought up the winds blowing the leaves discussion. Yes, hello. Good morning. I'm on my last row of this. I'm hoping I have enough yarn to finish the row. You're welcome. The blowing the leaves discussion, what is that? Good question. I was going to explain. You thought I was going to get off track and you wanted to make sure I answered it. Or expounded on that. Yes, I hear you. I'm on the last row. I have this much yarn left. This much yarn left. I don't know. It's going to cut it pretty close. So, leaves can blow in the wind, and that wind can be created by a lot of things, right? What is the wind created by? Gusts of wind all of a sudden, and then it's still. Waves, gravity. What makes the waves move? So they can blow the leaves, and the leaves, you'll see them rustle in the wind, or they blow in the wind. Blows them all around. Yeah, it can blow around a lot of debris, yes. So for the leaves blowing in the wind, now, say there's not much wind, or I have a plant in my house with some leaves. Even, take the string, for example. So if wind comes through for some reason, if someone starts flapping the door back and forth, and it's just blowing, I can shake it. Now it's not blowing, it's shaking. So I'm consciously deciding to do that, right? Now, if it just starts to blow all on its own, or from air being created by what? It's not doing it on its own. Is it consciously deciding to do that? Right, now, if I don't want to take the time to blow, it's way over there, someone's closer. Hey, you want to go blow on those leaves and make them blow in the wind? I'm going to pile up all those leaves and set a fire. I'm going to make a noose with this string. What's transforming it? Yeah, I'm going to hang myself. Thank you. See, obviously there were people, some were like, oh my god, and then other people were like, obviously she's kidding. Right, so we shouldn't say things like that, right? Because some people might take them seriously. And if they're a mandated reporter, dear Lord. Well, you're going to need some medication before you're safe around yourself or others. Okay, let's not get too retarded with it now, folks. Oh, she said retarded. Now we're in big fucking trouble. Okay, this is getting really stupid. Oh, no, stupid. Slightly, yeah, slightly. So, I mean, it's a good mind thought experiment. Do you know they get a lot of money to study these things? So what are they trying to figure out? Right, it's almost like writing up construction work when you really just need extra security, but they're not going to pay for extra security. Write it up as construction work. Just lay some sheetrock around, put on some vests, have some guys stand around and drink coffee. Right, so what was the question about consciousness? Alright, so what is it responding to? Because I could blow really hard or gently. I could use this string for a lot of things. Yarn, whatever you want to call it. You know, you see how some of those things sometimes, it's, you know, you hop on those trains, it's almost better, yeah, than prescription drugs. You can make a quick buck overnight if you jump on those trends and everybody wants yarn for a few days. You know, sometimes the foreplay, just trying to figure it out, the training, it sells a lot. Many carry on, many don't. Just gets put in a basket or in the trash, never to be touched again. Some it becomes a hobby. What, this? I love doing this. I've done this since I was a kid. I've had breaks where I didn't even do any of it for years. You go back to it, you know, back to our old ways. Some things, you know, are more dangerous than others. I'm not eating pixie sticks or raw hot dogs, and that's a good thing. That I would definitely not go back to. What's deciding these things? Why? It's nothing against the pixie sticks or the hot dogs or the people which that profit from them. See how it ain't about the hot dogs at all? I am gonna make it. I have plenty left over too. Look at that. I have this much left to go and that much string. I might even have enough left to tie some around my finger. My fat frickin' finger. Yay. I don't know, I gauged that way wrong. I thought I might run out. But look at that. Lo and behold, we have finished this one. This much string left. Look at that. Do you like it? I like this one a lot. It's nice. This one's very nice. I like this one. I like the material. If I could do it again, I probably would make it a little bit longer and not as wide, but this works. It's kind of more like a shawl this way. I kind of like it. It's perfect, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, this is perfect. Yay, finish this one. What color do I want to do next? I'm going to tie this off. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so next we have this cool color. It's kind of like what do you call it? Like an oak tag and a light brown, like a mix of oak tag and brown. And then this one, what does this say? It says, oh, taupe. It's taupe. No, that's dope. It's a little bit, the material is different than this. A little bit. This one is teal. Ooh, taupe and teal. They will go good together, taupe and teal. I wasn't going to combine them, but maybe I will now. I don't know, we'll see. And then I got this one, which looks kind of fun. Lion brand. Yeah, it was on sale. Walmart. Yay. You're welcome. Thank you. Alright. Sounds good. Cheers. Having a hazelnut coffee with caramel creamer. It's really good. The Nescafe packets. You get 16 of them for $4.98 at Walmart, and the creamer was, I think, $4.98 or $4.97. Walmart. Diamond almond silk caramel. Very good. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't know. We might watch a movie. Watching Gilmore Girls, but I don't get that on here.
Kohl's back to school deals are so.
Alright, talk to you in a little bit. Now we're gonna do some reading. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Which one? Where? I know, kind of like with a video game, moving the controller, it's not gonna change the frame. And I find myself like moving the laptop with myself, like thinking it's gonna get more of the picture in the frame, but it doesn't work. I gotta somehow be able to tell the one holding the camera, hey, move it over that way a little bit. It's really cool we have those kind of communications nowadays, huh? Yeah, you just put in the ones that have the 360 rotation. Yeah, those are cool, like the ones they use to do tours of places and things like that. Yeah, those are cool. You're welcome. All right. Thank you.